Good morning, everyone. This is FTV News in the morning. We've got tons of news broadcasts for you, but now let's get started on our first Saturday morning on YouTube. This is breaking news, everyone. We got updates that in the Los Angeles fires. We got some BBC News here. Hydrants issue impaired LA wildfires fight, governor says as evacuation area glows. California's governor calls for an independent investigation into how water shortages impaired the fight against the Los Angeles area wildfires. A nighttime curfew takes effect soon in areas devastated by the wildfires blazing in and around the city. The rule will be in effect in the Pacific Palisades and Eaton areas as police warn that anyone involved in despicable looting will be arrested. LA officials apologize after a second anonymous alert message is sent to residents' phones, warning them to prepare to evacuate. At least 11 people has been killed in the fires so far, and as estimated, more than 10,000 homes and other structures have been destroyed. President Joe Biden describes Los Angeles as a war scene, while warning death toll is likely to increase. A forecast for more strong winds is raising fears that the blazes could spread further, and a red flag warning indicating critical fire conditions is in place. And the video, which I'll show in the next broadcast, everyone's standing together as fires displace LA residents by Tanya Gupta by BBC News in the West Midlands. Danny May, originally from Worcester, says his house was inches away from being burnt down in the Los Angeles fires. His vulnerable property in Altadena was being rented out to tenants when wildfire swept into the residential areas. The occupants evacuated on Tuesday. May himself has also fled Los Angeles with his partner and is now in San Diego, along with 111 miles away. He describes the situation as pretty rough, but says the people in the city are rallying around, offering each other help and support. Everyone's standing together, and we've got a few text groups going, and people are just sharing what they're going through, he says. I think that's the only thing you can do in this kind of situation. I'm sorry about the little fault. We had to break something. Melted ATMs, smoke-filled skies, and fallen trees. Wildfires are continuing to burn around the Los Angeles area. We're receiving photos to our newsroom that show the scale of the devastation. Homes are leveled, cars are charred, and trees have been ripped out of the ground by strong winds. Mandatory evacuation warning for Palisades fire expands. An evacuation warning issued for an area of the Palisades fire has been upgraded to a mandatory evacuation order with immediate effect. The Los Angeles Fire Department expanded the evacuation order so it now includes the suburbs of Brentwood and Encino. The Getty Center, a popular art gallery, falls into the evacuation area. Firefighters drive away from ridgeline as flames approach. Firefighters and fire vehicles were seen hurrying off a ridgeline as the wildfire blazed through an area in California's Santa Monica Mountains. More than 10 vehicles, including a few fire engines, were seen driving away from the encroaching fire. Some firefighters were seen evacuating the site on foot next to the vehicles, while helicopters water bombed the rapidly spreading blaze. Veteran Hollywood publicist loses home full of memorabilia. Harlan Ball has been telling the BBC of his escape from the wildfire and that it has destroyed his out-of-dinner home. His trove of entertainment industry memorabilia, including from stars like Bob Hope and Angela Lansbury, was also lost in the Eaton fire. There's a video here which if you want to see the video, go to the BBC News website to find out more. Here's the latest on the fires. This was at 3:49 in the morning. It's approaching 8 o'clock in Los Angeles, where authorities are still fighting wildfires burning across the two countries. Here's the latest. The total number of fire-related deaths has risen to 11, according to the Los Angeles Medical Examiner. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex has visited a fire relief centre where they met first responders and those impacted by the fires. California's Governor, Gavin Newsom, has called for an investigation into how water shortages impaired firefighting efforts. A California Congresswoman, Judy Chu, says changes to the insurance system are needed to ensure homeowners can get equally covered. An overnight curfew has now come into effect in the Pacific Palisades and Eaton areas. Let's see if there's any new live updates. Let's see if there's any live anything. Thanks for seeing this. I'm gonna try and go to BBC News and get some footage. Okay, we found the stream of the devastations on the BBC News. Let's see. No. It might be a little devastating to our viewers. Thank you for listening to the story. I'll be right back to find some stories. we've just received some news that Meta and Amazon are axing diversity initiatives, joining US corporate rollback. We got some from BBC News. We got some information. Meta and Amazon are axing their diversity programs, joining firms across corporate America that are rolling back hiring and training initiatives criticized by conservatives, citing legal and political risks. The move just comes days after Meta Platforms, the owner of Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, said it was ending a fact-checking program criticized by President-elect Donald Trump and Republicans. In a memo to staff about its decision, which affects hiring, supplier, and training efforts, Meta cited a shifting legal and policy landscape. Walmart and McDonald's are among the other companies to have made similar decisions regarding diversity efforts since Trump won re-election. In its memo to staff, which was first reported by Axios and confirmed by the BBC, Meta, the owner of Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, cited a Supreme Court ruling concerning race in college admissions, while also noting that the term DEI had become charged. For more information, head over to the BBC website, and we'll be right back to find some more news. Okay, we just got some news that a second pair of lynx captured in Cairngorms. This is in Scotland. It happened yesterday, but I just received the news. A second pair of lynx has been captured after being found near Kingussy in the Cairngorms National Park. Two of the lynx, released illegally, were caught in the same area on Thursday. Staff from the Royal Zoological Society of Scotland caught all the animals by basing a series of humane traps in the area to entice them. The RZSS confirms that the latest pair had been captured around 8:30 near the Dell of Killyhuntley, where the two other lynx were also successfully caught. The latest lynx, believed to be larger than the other two cats, was spotted at around 7:10 on Friday. Dr. Ellen Sen, head of conservation at RZSS, said, "I'm sure that everyone in the community will be happy and relieved to know that a second pair of lynx have been safely captured. Early reports are that they appear to be in good health, which is the most important thing. It's been a roller coaster 48 hours, with people working throughout the day and night, and in some extremely challenging conditions. But I've been so impressed by the efforts of our own staff as well as partners and members of the local community to ensure that the outcome is a positive one." She added that the lynx will be taken to the Highland Wildlife Zoo before being moved to Edinburgh Zoo to quarantine for 30 days, as has happened with the first pair found on Thursday. Although we don't think there are any more lynx out there, we will continue to monitor the release site under the direction of Police Scotland, she added. To find out more information, go to the BBC News website, where you need to find out more. Well, that is it, everyone. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next Friday. I'll see you next Saturday, or probably not, probably sooner, because we'll receive some breaking news like updates. Bye bye.